Edwards.
How's everybody doing tonight? Mic check. Can you hear me up there? That good? All right. I'm known to like talk real soft for a big dude, you know. People say I sound like John Legend, like trying to sing to you. But before I begin, I want to get this off my chest. I went to Walmart earlier, and it's like, I was going in there to grab some stuff, and accident there. Huh? Oh, that was awkward. It was like walking in on his mom butt naked or something, you know? But anyways, so I was going to, I went into Walmart and I almost ran into like this little white kid, probably like, I want to say about 4 years old. And I just remember his eyes like bugged out, and he was with his grandma, and he was like, "Oh, it's super brown." And I was like, I just looked at him, I'm like, "Oh, that's not what your grandma said. She said super black last night." But I just want to get that off my chest. Over my lifetime, you know, I'm 34 years old, and over my lifetime, all my friends always hook me up with like big chicks. You know, they figure like, you know, you a big dude, we got big friends, and we gonna hook you up. And what's that? Wow. I must really suck if people talking to me on the show. You must go around the door. Sound like Morpheus from Matrix or some shit. Go around the door. You know. So I'm always getting hooked up with these big chicks, you know, like, and I know they big because by the name, Rachel or Beulah, you know. Or Rachel Beulah is like, you know, she's a fucking heavyweight, you know. So like, I'm telling my friends, like, come on, like, you know, it's not gonna matter. It's not gonna be good business. You know, two fat people. I'm like, what we gonna do? Like, our talk is it's not gonna be about sex. It's gonna be about food. You know, we're gonna be sitting there talking to each other, and the whole time we talking, we're gonna have like that fat kid trying to tie his shoe, like breathing, like, you like that new chicken that got a Popeye? That's the shit. And like, that's how they, like, we tease, that's like our foreplay. You know, we up here talking about food, you know, like, oh, Starburst got this new Starburst candy, oh, it's so awesome. And like, listening to us have sex is like something that you don't want to hear, you know. Again, it's like, take that fat boy trying to tie a shoe. Yeah, well, I ain't gonna do that. Anyway, I was about to say some Oz shit. If you remember that TV show Oz, this picture is like a fat kid, you know, in that show. So, and like the beautiful Emily said, I just got back from Vegas Monday. Man, Vegas is crazy. I only been there. It was my 4th trip. But man, I'm loving it. Like the bums in Vegas is like so fucking proactive. It's like you can't even tell they bums until like you get real close and you smell them, and it's like, dude, like, you a bum? I didn't know that, because these bums dress like me and you. You know, they walk up there, they got like a beer in their hand, like, oh bro, you know, I should, I'll give you some advice. So, like I was walking down Fremont. It was my first time walking down Fremont. You know, it's my type of living. You know, cheap, good on the pockets. You know, so I fit in. But again, you got bums who are proactive. They get up in a Spider-Man suit with a heart on. You know, they shooting well. You know, with a heart on. It's like, come on, dude. You know, you got kids and shit. You know, they in kids' face. I'm like, dude, you got a fucking hard on. I'm like, you can't be doing this shit, yo. But like, I love them because like they don't give up on life. You know, and I'm like, it's not like the Salt Lake bums. You know, the Salt Lake bums, they wake up and they're like, yo, I'm gonna go out and bum for a little bit and come back to sleep. And that's their mentality. You're not gonna get no fucking where with that type of enthusiasm. You gotta be, you know, you gotta love life. Vegas bums love their life. They love life. They get out there and they make shit happen. They get money and they say, hey, you know what? I'm gonna flip this. And so they go buy keyboards and like they get like acts and shit. You know, I sit up there and like with gazubos and shit, saxophones, and they do more shit to get more money. And then they just go, they put that shit in the bank and go home and sleep in their nice air conditioner. And so they got the shit all figured out. Maybe I should be a bum still coming. So, yeah, got some couple in the house. Like we got like some young people in the house. Y'all part of the juvenile camp or some shit? Homeboy was directed. Look, homeboy, y'all must be part of juvie. I'm out there to take my gold off. Like, you know, it's fake. Cause like, I ain't trying to get robbed tonight. Yeah, I know I'm black, but I'm the black guy in the movies that always survive. So, y'all look good tonight. Y'all look good. Y'all look better than Christmas ham sandwich. You know that? I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Yeah. Have you ever caught your parents having sex?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't caught my parents having sex, so I knew when they was gonna have sex, and it was awkward. It was like, and I'm gonna explain to you. I'm gonna do a little improv. So like, living with my folks, I'm from Oklahoma, so living with my folks back when I was like 16, and I knew when they was about to have sex because my mom was putting on new sheets, and that was kind of like a giveaway. And then I'm like, I walk in there and like you see my overgrown ass dad laying in the bed. I don't want to waste this good ass, this expensive ass water. So you see my dad laying in bed. So he's laying like this on the new sheets. And my mom, I seen like a couple black people, so why don't y'all smile for me real quick so I can point out. So, any black person, true black person, know when you go to the hospital, they give you that tub, that little foot tub or whatever. We keep that shit. That shit's like in the family. That shit get passed down. So anyway, my dad's laid up in the bed. My mom is SpongeBob, like she's sponge cleaning this dude, wiping his ass crack, balls and shit. And the whole time she's doing this shit, they got Color Me Bad playing in the background. And for all you youngsters that don't know Color Me Bad, I want to sex you up, so ooh, I wanna sex. There you go. There you go. Yup. And my mom got this moo-moo on. It's not no lingerie. It's like some fucking African moo-moo shit. And that's how I knew that it was. Like I didn't see them do it. I just knew it was about to go down because Color Me Bad was. It was only 2 songs. The tape. It was a tape. It was I'm gonna sex you up and I adore you. I adore. Anyway. Man, my mom gonna whoop my ass for that. So again, when I was in Vegas, man, it was a fun trip. But I'm gonna let you know right now, it got to, I told this to Steve earlier, but it was hot as fuck down there. And I'll wake up and I'll just put my hand on the window. I'm like, oh, that's too hot. And I'll like sit back down and I start smoking more weed. You know, like, fuck, this shit is too hot. Plus, like, you know, from a big guy, we don't like that shit. Like, you know, I was going up to the door and my diabetic ghost jumped out and it's like, hey, it's too fucking hot. Your blood sugar gonna go up if you walk down the strip. Stay in the cool, relax, don't eat, let your blood sugar drop. Then when it drops, when it's cool enough, you can walk out there and we can like transform the heat. It was like some scientific shit. So my diabetic ghost saves my life all the time. From like, it's like my, you know, the Palm Leaf dude, he's like my Sam, whatever. Yeah, he's a white ghost that jumps out and tells me when my shit's high and low. Because white people save lives. If you was black, you just leave your ass. So, all the black people pissed now. Fuck this nigga up. We're talking about black people and shit. But, man, I'm so happy that I'm finally doing something that I love. I have so much passion for. And I love this comic shit. It's like, I was about to become the first unknown famous comic in 34 years. Like, I would have made history. I was going down like the first unknown comic. And yeah, and I love it, you know. The one thing I love now, I've been doing this shit since March of this year. And like when I'm having a conversation like with other comics or friends, you know, and people overhear me like, oh, you're a comic, you're a comedian, so you tell jokes. I'm like, yeah. And there's a lot of females that ask, like, because usually I do a lot of networking in class. And so the chicks will come up, oh, so you a comedian, so why don't you tell me a joke? And I'll be honest with you, I can't speak for every comedian, but it's real fucking hard when someone puts you on the spot like that. Hey, can you tell a joke? Bitch shows a titty. You want something for free, pay me. Show me something, show me what you're working with. I'll show you a 3-minute wise guy stand up, and if you show me a 3-minute Britney Spears, like, snap slip or something, I don't know. But, so this one chick asked me that, and she was like, hey, you know, tell me a joke. I'm like, all right, I'll tell you a joke. And I walked away. Man, this chick, she stood there until I went to the piss, got my drink. Dude, it had to be like 5 minutes. She stood there, and like the whole time she stood there, she was bitching to other students. Like, I don't understand this joke. Like, when you gonna tell a joke? I don't understand that. And so like when I finally came back, I'm like, I didn't know that she was still waiting. Like, she was like, so you gonna tell a joke or what? And I'm like, that you was the joke. And I'm like, I just walked away again. And I was like, man. But, you know, when you see us comics or comedians in the streets, you know, don't ask us to do a joke because you may be part of the joke and you just leave your ass hanging and don't get mad, you know. So, I'm just talking about love.
You have 2 minutes.
2 minutes? Damn, I think that shit pretty good. I'm trying to think of. Oh, I got a good one. I was gonna say this one when I got real famous, but I don't know. Since I'm bombing, I'll have to go ahead and tell you that. All right, like my fear, like if you believe in God in heaven, that's cool. But my fear is like if there is a heaven, I don't want to go because I don't want to talk to St. Peter, because I know St. Peter will be a dick towards me, and he will put up a big movie screen like this, probably bigger than this, and he would make like he has like a slideshow or movie clips of me jacking off. And he would show everybody like all through the town, hey, this was Lewis. Lewis jacking off. But the cool part about this, about the movie, because like sometimes I'm like, man, Michael Bay must have directed this shit. The POV is like, you know, you can look my head, top of my head. Yeah. So doing that situation, like the reason why I hate it because I don't want, because like Jesus will, you know, he'll just pop up out like Russell Simmons. He just like pop up, you know, hey, how you doing? How you doing? Yeah. And Jesus, you know, Jesus, you know, he'll do some dick shit too. He'll lean over and like tell somebody, oh man, this is a good part right here. I see this part before we're doing it. Yeah, this is a good part. And that person gonna be looking at this fucking movie of me jerking off, and he's gonna look at Jesus like, fuck, really? You just ruined it. Like you just. I don't want to know if he's using Jergens, because like in my mind I thought he was using like skin so soft because of the oily tip he had, and like in my mind he was jacking off with skin so soft, and you ruined it by saying Jergens, you a fucking dick, and I hope you go to hell, Jesus, and yeah, I don't want to go to heaven. So anyway, that's my time.
Lewis Edwards, everybody.